Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barely Necessities. It's laughingplace.com's live discussion of Disney merchandise. I'm the site's co founder, Rebecca Mosley, and our site manager, Becca Burbank, is here with us. I know that your voice is a bit hoarse, Becca. How you
Yes,
doing?
I'm good. I'm trying to steal it back from Ursula, right? Like it was a bargain gone wrong. But I feel fine and I'm happy to talk about merchandise.
Oh, fantastic. So we'll probably keep it a little bit shorter around here because I don't want to put Becca's voice through too much. She is being a real trooper to hop on board today. But we're gonna start off. There's a special like gift with purchase going on over at Disney Store.
It's the last day. So if you spend $100, you can pick a free gift. I think they're down to 16 gifts now. It started with 20, but each of these are valued at $24.99.
Yeah,
So
so there's a variety of them. Becca gathered up some in the article that we'll link below, but I'll scroll through a couple. They have a few dolls, some little figurine sets, as well as some ornaments. Yeah, so if you were thinking about spending, maybe there's a Spirit jersey you were considering, or a lounge fly, maybe a couple of items, you can bump it up to that 100, and then you'll get this pick of items to throw in your cart as well. And as Becca helpfully points out in her roundup, there's Easter's around the corner,
mhm.
Mother's Day, graduation. So these items would easily kind of fill the bill for any of those celebrations. We've got a holiday coming up next month, Becca. So we're you're being helpful to people, helping them avoid the pinch.
That's right. So these aren't all St. Patrick's Day related, but they are green merchandise items that you can find at BoxLunch. And there is some stuff, of course, like Mickey dressed as a leprechaun.
I like the Let Shenanigans Begin
Right?
featuring a kind of a St. Patrickified Stitch. Let's see. We've got someone jumping in from Brooklyn, New York. Thank you. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Oh, wow, with Elena of Avalon.
Yeah, very cool.
And we've got Geo showing up with a Mando, I think, or is that Boba? You have to let me know, Geo. I'm not good with just the helmet part. I
I
have
think
to,
it's, yeah, I don't, now I can't tell either. I was going to
yes,
say Mando.
I want to be definitive, and then I second guess. Um, Tinkerbell amongst some beautiful shamrocks, including a lucky four-leaf clover. I this
Yeah.
clip that looks like Tiana's tiara
hmm
is very sweet. I'm just like saying Tiana's tiara.
Right. Well, and then it's perfect if you don't want to dress in green. You still get away with the green by putting your hair up.
It can be a little bit pinch proof. So Becca rounded up a variety of items from our friends over at Box Lunch for you to check out. I have been very happy with purchases and items I have received from the team at Box Lunch as well. Yeah, my favorite so far being they sent over an Ahsoka sweatshirt. And there was something
hmm
about just the weight of the sweatshirt. I know Doobie has a sweatshirt that's I want to say Spider-Man.
hmm
There's just a nice weight and feel to their items. They have numerous stores around the country, so if you do find yourself interested in items as you browse Box Lunch, check in to see, because in many cases you can pick it up at the local
Yeah.
store, or they can ship it to the store, and then you don't end up with a shipping cost. So
hmm
but wow, Becca, this is retro.
Oopsie. Yes, I know, right? There's some fun Kids Impossible stuff at Box Lunch too.
So that's been the fun, and pickleball being so popular right now as well. So you can even pick up some pickleball stuff. Our team was at EPCOT today with the launch of the EPCOT Flower and Garden Festival, and that means a brand new collection of items. What would you say is the focus this year, Becca?
Well, they've got 4, right? We're gonna do, a lot of Orange Bird and Coco. Coco is new this year, and then we've also got butterflies and annual pass holders. So,
Okay.
but yeah, lots of fun with Orange Bird. I love that photo.
Okay, so what do you think of this little? It's like a juicer on top of
Mhm.
a mug. I love the construct. What do you
Yes.
are you a fan? You jumping at this?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It almost looks like it belongs in the Mexican pavilion too, so you kinda get a couple different things at once.
See, Geo is of the mentality of the. It seems like kind of like uh, an abomination to quote Lilo from Time Gone By. But yeah, Orange Bird. I'm fascinated by the rise of the orange bird and how beloved this little critter has become. By the way, this right here is
Mhm.
plush. It looks kind of like Spaceship Earth, but kind of like an orange. And it's actually the plush that you see to the right there turned inside out. So this little figure can kind of be shoved into this little pouch and end up looking like Spaceship Earth, or it can erupt out of Spaceship Earth, depending on which way you're going. So these are a few of the items. I know that you may have seen online lots of images of kind of how things were flying off the shelves, but I've seen some tweets in the more recent hours. I want to say maybe 2-3 hours ago that showed that even though it was those first few hours, it was very chaotic in there. Seems like things settled down, and there were still quite a few items on the shelves. Those lug crossbody bags.
Mhm.
I saw a tweet from our friends over at Mouse Steps, Denise over there, featuring showcasing how there were quite a few of those still on the shelves. This pin set's cute. What an interesting collection of characters. We've
Yeah, this is super fun, and it's a blind box, so you're gonna get something different each time.
And you may notice I'm talking even more than normal because I don't want poor Becca to stress.
No, you're fine.
Okay, cool. Um, a magic band. So yeah, we've got a number of images, and then this is the collection for EPCOT that really caught my eye, and
Mhm.
that is it's kind of a Minnie Mouse based with brightly colored representations of like butterflies and flowers. So you have Minnie over here in her kind of floral gardening dress and oversized hat. I know there's an oversized hat, kind of a straw hat that goes with this collection. How you feel about this one, Becca?
It's okay, I really like the backside of that mug. I do like how the butterflies are realized, and I love that they're all different colors and different designs.
Yeah, there's a lot of variety within the butterfly designs, and it feels international. It feels kind of Mary Blair.
Mhm.
Um, it evokes to me a lot of that kind of international aspect of the Epcot without specific, without being
Mhm.
specifically, oh, this is clearly Japan. This is clearly, it just kind of evokes internationalness. And then the pass holder line is giving us a different look at uh, Buzz, right?
Yeah.
No, is his name
No, Spike.
Spike? Thank you, Spike. What's your
Yeah.
take? I mean, how do you feel?
I I do like the different artistic take. I think it's interesting. I don't love that it's just for pass holders, but I understand you gotta have something exclusive, right?
Yeah, totally. But yeah, it's fun to see him in a new way. What do you think, Gio? You a fan of Buzz's new look? I like how it kind of really accentuates his oversized little snout there.
Mhm. Mhm.
And of course, I mean, you gotta have a stinger. So
Yeah.
neat little look there for our friend Spike, who's been featured in the International Flower and Garden Festival merchandise over the years. Uh, that is always appreciate when they can keep the character but yet give us a kind of a different look. Um,
Mhm.
Sorcerer Mickey topiary featured
Yeah.
in the pin design here. I'm trying to work my way over to some of that Coco merchandise that Becca mentioned earlier, but lots of pins.
Yeah.
And our article has a nice roundup of them. But here you go. Here's a look at the designs related to that Coco line for the Flower and Garden Festival.
Yeah, I like these colors. Although there's the bucket hat that doesn't scream Coco to me, it screams Encanto.
This
Like,
one.
that I see that and think Maribel.
Okay, I can see
But
that.
I can see the skulls in the corner, so
Yeah,
yeah.
but no, I can understand why it would initially grab you as Mirabelle's skirt, right? It's like a representation of her skirt on your head. Yeah, okay. I like the use of the turquoise. I
Mhm.
enjoy the color palette on this shirt. I'm especially fond of the notion of seeing it under a black light, like if I were to be on
Yes.
Peter Pan flight or something. Geo saying, never been a huge Spike fan, but the pin design is nice. I do like the other pins this year too. Yeah, a lot of pins this year. Nice collection of items. And then Lug has a couple of designs. We saw one that was their small crossbody that's the orange bird. But then they've also, is this an annual pass holder exclusive?
I don't recall.
I know it has that annual pass holder exclusive design on it, but I
Right.
can't recall if this was one that was specifically, it's listed within that article. And if any of our team happens to be watching and can clarify that for me, I'd appreciate it. But otherwise, I will just link you all, point you all to the article that will be linked below that does have all that merchandise and the many other items that we haven't even showcased here because there are just so many coming out for this flower and garden event. Have we seen any make their way to Disney Store yet, Becca?
I believe they're coming on March 4th. So
Okay.
there's a Loungefly. At least the picture they have is a Loungefly featuring Orange Bird. So some of these items will be there, just not everything.
And Geo also thinks that's where I recall hearing that as well. Geo was from the little from the video earlier today. So like I say, we'll have that it's in the link below with descriptions of all of it and many other items as well. So be sure to check that out. And as Becca said, keep your eyes peeled because it will be making some of these items we know will be making their way to Disney Store, and we'll be writing them up here at Laughing Place when they do. So don't worry, we got you covered.
We do.
From the people over at Hot Topic, we got Bluey.
I know. I saw those shoes and I was like, I have to investigate. They're for adults. They're for adults. I don't know that I'm going to wear them, but I really love what they have. Yeah, that's so cute.
They're so cute.
And their names are on the back, so you're never confused who's Bluey and who's Bingo.
I also what they say
Keepy Uppy, the little game they play with the balloon, keeping it off the ground. It's so cute.
Oh, and then it even has a little balloon on it.
Yeah.
Let's see, we've got some BFF bracelets as well. Some Keepy Uppy expert socks. I have a suspicion our team leader over here, Ben, will need a pair of these. So apparently, Bluey is the nighttime viewing choice of Ben. So a little hug before he goes to bed. He's kind of described it as we've talked about it. But it's
really sweet.
I have yet to watch more than just a bit of an episode. I really need to sit down and give Bluey a true try because, man, so many of my peers just adore him.
Oh, Kyle. We wound up watching it in a hotel and Kyle was laughing. And so then we're like, well, now we got to watch more.
Oh, even adorable plush. So this is a Bluey roundup from the Hot Topic. Mm-hmm. So once again, the link will be below and you can find those items over there. Many of the items that we feature in our articles are affiliate purchases, which means no additional cost to you, but we do receive a small affiliate commission on that. So we appreciate your support that way. And we do highlight that within the article so that you do know the dynamics of your purchase. From the world of card games and card trading and just way beyond my capabilities is Disney Lorcana Into the Inklands set. Mm-hmm. You can now pre-order it on Amazon. So yes, there you go.
Yeah, some of the starter packs are available for pre-order and it just looks like it's across the board. And then there's some others where you're signing up for like a drawing to be in a virtual queue. And so then they'll email you if you've been selected and you'll have a couple days to purchase.
So if you are interested in Lorcana, we have those details spelled out in the article below. Here, let me put Becca as
I'm just going to show this one box. This was sent to us from Ravensburger, so we did not pay for this, but these are available. And this is just one of the cool treasure troves that you can keep your cards in.
Ooh,
So,
a nice box.
Yeah, and we will have more information coming from Kyle in the coming days.
Fantastic. Kyle's been kind of our lead writer regarding the world of Lorcana. He's been there from the beginning of its release. So if you are interested in Lorcana, we'll have links below. One of these times I need to have him come on and just kind of like do a bit of a like a primer for people like me who are like kind of understand it but don't really understand it. I'd love to have a better handle on what exactly.
Let me show you this from when he got to go to a preview event at Gen Con. He got his own little Illumineer card. Yep.
Oh, I love it. That is awesome. Too much fun. Let's see. We're moving over into the world of Marvel. And in this case, it means a Marvel arcade game. It's an arcade machine, I should say. So it's inspired by the animation series that is inspiring a new series coming on March 20th. So it's kind of like retro and exciting about the new.
Yep. Yeah, it's this Marvel versus Capcom X-Men Street Fighter, but it's themed to X-Men 97, which, as you said, is the new series that's coming to Disney Plus. I think Mac has one of these. Yeah, it comes built in with a whole bunch of different games. And I think there's Wi-Fi capability and like some internet capability so you can play with people. But yeah, it's like $500.
Games,
but it's pretty cool. You can relive that arcade experience right in your home.
And like she said, it's an arcade game. So you've got the arcade, and then you've also got these additional games within it. I often see these kinds of units when I'm in a Airbnb or a Vrbo.
Okay.
Oftentimes they'll have this kind of setup over in the corner of the movie room. So a lot of fun. Or if they even have a gaming room. So they'll have like a pool table, and then this over in the corner. I remember one of them, we spent too many hours having fun playing Pac-Man and Galaga. I think the weather turned, kind of negative. We weren't expecting it to be quite as rainy as it was. So we found ourselves in the cabin more and appreciated the arcade game over in the corner. But we'll have the link below for you to find out more about the Arcade One Marvel gaming. Over at Citizen, they're celebrating Miles Morales with a new watch. This is beautiful.
It is. I asked Kyle if he wanted one, but we're gonna hold off for right now. Yeah, this is celebrating the character. He's been around for a little while now, but yeah, I love that we have something just focusing on him, and it's got a cool light up face. Yeah, isn't that hard? Like glow in the dark face.
I love it. It feels very classic, very sleek. On the inside, you've got that message of find your power. So nice lines on this. Simple black and red. Not a lot of, I don't know. There's just not. It's very just minimalized, and I appreciate that in the design here for the Citizen Miles Morales piece. Jumping over to Star Wars, Asajj Ventress, a lightsaber hilt limited edition is arriving next month.
Yeah, really close though. I think it's the 8th in the parks, and then the 11th on Disney Store. If you can get it, it launches at 8 a.m. There'll probably be a virtual waiting room, and it'll go so fast. But fingers crossed.
Look at this box. They've got a beautiful box design for it. Then when you open it up, it looks like a kind of a satiny interior with the double hilt. And then you've got the double blade. Is there a price mentioned within the announcement?
Not that I've seen, but I'm guessing probably $400 or $500.
Yeah,
because the Ahsoka was like that much. Yeah, and this is a nicer box than the Ahsoka box in terms of the lining. I have the Ahsoka ones, and it's like just that foam lining. It's not bad, but it's just this is much more elegant.
Not as elegant. I gotcha. From Royal Robot. I'm sorry, not Royal. Regal Robot. From Regal Robot, we have the Sankara stones. These are from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. You've heard us talk before about Regal Robot. They do movie realistic prop replicas. They go into the archives and look at blueprints and look at sketch designs and whatnot from the creative process to bring you something that kind of is almost as if lifted off the set itself. So beautiful detail for these. We've seen these done fairly recently in a much more price friendly, lesser detailed, dynamic, so it's nice to see them kind of in this more authentic realization as well for that, committed collector there. Also within their Indiana Jones collection, they've offered an urn that's name just popped out of my head, as well as the
Nurhachi. Am I saying that right?
there you go. So yeah.
And the Holy Grail, yeah.
Can you all tell that I'm just like a little shaken today without Becca just being right there to jump in all the time? So yeah, it's not quite the same around here when Becca's not 100%, but I appreciate you being here so much.
No, thank you for doing this with me.
I don't want to have to do it by myself. I'm
sorry that I'm screeching at everybody. But this is so much better than yesterday.
It is. Let's see. I wanted to bring something finally before we hop over, because we're gonna keep it short today, but so I don't have a sensational 7, but I wanted to let you all know that the House of Sillage, we've talked about them before. Their Disney 100 Minnie Mouse limited edition fragrance is at a steep discount right now. It's 55% off. So you're looking at a checkout price of $188. Now, there is going to be tax, there is going to be shipping, and shipping on their fragrances is $20. So be sure to keep that in mind. But the bottle itself is beautifully crafted. You've got Swarovski crystals on it, which I totally just butchered that word right now. And the fragrance itself is some floral notes, some fruity smell. It's got a kind of a musk undertone, base tone to it. This was their limited edition for the Disney 100. So it's got a purple glass base there. And then that's a silver and purple, topper. Their bottles are always these often these cupcake looks. And in this case, they use the Disney mouse ears for Mickey and Minnie with the bow. So these are beautiful art on their own, nice decorative pieces. And then the fragrance inside, it is a 20% the fragrance oil base. So you're looking at a fine quality fragrance within the handcrafted glass bottle. So if you had been considering it, it is 55% off, which is obviously a significant savings. So we wanted to be sure you were aware of that. Let's see, Becca, I think I have from you a shopping list that I need to.
I know.
And no, it's all good.
No, it's fine. I put so much stuff on there and I'm like, what are you doing to yourself?
Well, I will let you start to talk about it while I pull it up over here.
Yep. Okay. Well, today we have a fantasy flash sale at Disney Store, 30% off drinkware. And it's only for today. There'll probably be another one next week. There's Golden Girls t-shirts over at the ABC shop. So some fun stuff to wear with your best pals. There's a sage green spirit jersey that is at Disney Store. It's really simplistic and it's perfect for spring. If you're a fan of Ratatouille, well, not here. I guess I should clarify. In Disneyland Paris, they're celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Ratatouille ride with a special charm from Pandora. Let's see. Sorry.
Do you want me to?
No, you're good.
Okay.
The Nightmare Before Christmas over at Diamond Select, they have coffin dolls and they have a 4-pack of action figures that have been grouped together as never before. There's a new Marvel store, retail store in Brazil, and it's just interesting to hear about how Marvel's being perceived in other countries. So that's really why we want to focus on that. And then if more of the X-Men, we've got Rogue and Gambit action figures from Mondo that have just gone on sale. And then Captain America, Symbol of Truth. This is Sam Wilson as Captain America. That's a pre-order over at Target. And then we have some Diamond Select pre-orders of Star Wars characters and busts. And then DreamWorks is over at BoxLunch. I know that's the other studio. We don't really talk about them, but it's the 25th anniversary, I think, of the studio, maybe even older than that. And they're celebrating 3 films, 3 good films. So what are you gonna do?
Surprisingly, this isn't the first time that DreamWorks has popped up in my world recently. My son is part of a theme park club. He's a teenage boy, and so he's part of this club where they get together online and they kind of brainstorm theme park ideas. First, they kind of discuss what's been happening in the world of theme parks, and then they break off into teams and kind of brainstorm theme park ideas. It's a fun online social club for them. But this past week they did something new where they do a blind draft. And so you're given items, you're given choices to rank attractions, but you don't know what's coming down the pipe. So you have to be careful where you rank stuff. And so he ended up in his number 1 slot, being so cautious about not filling his number 1 slot. He ended up with Shrek 4D up there.
Okay.
As his number 1 within his draft. So I get to tease him for the rest of time.
Yes.
I'm pretty happy about that.
Oh my gosh.
So there you go. So DreamWorks popping up in the Mosley house more than once in the past 24 hours. So there we have it. Oh, thank you, Becca, for for powering through the sore throat. We appreciate you all for popping in and watching us as we discuss the latest Disney merchandise. As always, you can follow us on Twitter, laughing_place, for the latest Disney news and information throughout today. We've had comic reviews in the world of Star Wars. We've had numerous updates from the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival. Over the next few days, you can expect information on the Knott's Berry Farm, as well as Disney California Adventure, because they are about to begin their festival, food and wine festival. They focus on California wineries and food items. So we'll be having a lot of updates from that as well. So we thank you very much for joining us. And please hit subscribe, give us a like if you enjoyed this. Let your friends know you found out more Disney news and information over at Laughing Place. And I agree with Gio. Get some rest.
Mm-hmm. I am.
We'll see you all next time. Bye.